Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I got a new recipe for you. We'll be making butter chicken. Okay guys, so we're gonna first start off by prepping our meat. So we're gonna cut up our chicken, cut them up in squares just like so, and we're gonna get that ready in order for us to marinate the chicken. That's your first step. Alright, so this is going to be step number 2. Today we'll be using Shan Butter Chicken spice. I'll have the link in the description box of where you can buy this seasoning. So we're just going to pour all that good stuff in the bowl of chicken so we can start our marinade here. Next to this, we're going to add our lemon juice. So as you guys see, you can use any lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon juice, bottled lemon juice, whatever you have on hand. This is what I have, so this is what I'll be putting in. Measurements would be in the description box down below, so you guys can check that out. Okay, next ingredient that we'll be using is some plain yogurt. So you want to have plain yogurt on hand, and we're just going to add a few scoops in there. And this actually tenderizes the meat and make all that good spice and seasoning soak all the way all up on that chicken. Okay guys, our next ingredient is going to be olive oil. So you can use vegetable oil, but I like using olive oil. So we're just going to add a few spoons of that in there. Alright guys, this would be the final step for marinating the meat. So we're just going to mix all that good stuff there together. So the seasoning, the yogurt, the oil, everything can incorporate together. Okay guys, once you've marinated your meat, it should look something like this. As you can see, everything's nice and all incorporated. This smells amazing. Alright guys, so we're just gonna let the meat sit in the fridge now as it's covered for 30 minutes. Okay, now you're gonna want to grab yourself a pot. We're going to start by boiling the tomatoes. So you're going to grab your tomatoes and add it in your boiling water and let that boil. Okay guys, so your tomatoes should be boiling for a good 5 minutes there. As you can see, those skins are starting to peel off. That is exactly what we're looking for. We need to remove the skin so we can get a nice and smooth, silky sauce. So your peeled tomato should look something like that. So we're gonna add that to a blender and we're gonna blend all that tomato together to make our sauce. Alright guys, now time for us to start to cook our meat. So we're gonna add some oil in a pan and we're gonna remove our meat from the fridge. We're gonna add our meat there to the pan once the oil is hot, and we're gonna fry that meat up until it's nice and brown. Okay guys, as you can see now, our chicken is starting to sizzle, so we're just gonna put a lid on that and let that cook for a good 8 to 10 minutes so it can sweat out all the water. Once those 8 to 10 minutes are up, your chicken should look something like this. You're just going to mix everything around so it's not sticking to the bottom. You can lower the heat if you would like, so it doesn't burn too much at the bottom. Alright guys, so the meat should look something like this. It's nice and brown, so we're now going to add our tomato puree to the chicken and we're going to stir that together. Make sure you mix. Now that everything's all mixed together, we're just gonna put a lid on this and let that sauce simmer. Alright guys, so once your butter chicken has simmered, your butter chicken should look something like this. If it doesn't look like this, you gotta start over. So we're just gonna give that one more big stir to make sure everything is all mixed together nicely, and taste for salt. Now it's time for the main star of the dish. It's not butter chicken without butter, so we're gonna add our butter. Make sure you slice them nicely in thin slices and just place them at the top. Once you add your butter, we're then gonna add our cream. This makes the sauce nice and thick. We're now just going to put a lid on this just for about 2 to 3 minutes so that butter can melt. Alright guys, this is the last step. We're just going to taste that again to make sure that there's enough salt in there. It's not too sweet or it's not too salty. And you're going to give that a last mix. And that's it. Final product. There you go. Butter chicken. Alright guys, so I'll be having my butter chicken with some garlic naan on the side. You can also have this with plain rice. Up to you, but I hope you like this video.